Okay, so guess we're going to get into it a little bit with Simo first. Okay. Oof. Ragavan. Well, think we might be on the back foot against this opponent. Here we send Dissertation. Yeah. Ragavan. I guess, well, obviously they play Ragavan here on one. Oh, never mind, they don't. So if we get something to reanimate the crocodile, we are happy. Otherwise, I don't think we can play Simo for some time, really. They probably have 3 damage for it. So okay, I don't know what this is about. Yeah, I think if they were playing, actually, they have a decent chance at beating us. But they are AFK, so might as well take the win. Also, I want to build Absorbing Man, but I have no cards in it yet, so there's gonna be some brewing. Might take some time later on, which is why I wanted to start with the deck that's already built. Kind of played it a little yesterday, but since people outside started celebrating a little bit the World Cup win, just decided to stop the recording / stream. Yeah, and also as far as ideas for competitive, I think the blue, well, yeah, pretty much most of the commanders that I think we can play from Marble are going to be blue. And definitely one that has caught my eye is King T'Challa. I think maybe also there are 1 or 2 of the artifact ones that can get some wins, but Black Panther definitely is the card advantage you can get with it, and also the fact that he has flash is why he might be really strong. Okay, so yeah, opponent just went AFK. Maybe they thought we had an instant removal for Ragavan, so they didn't play it. Who knows? Yeah, I guess they got the feeling that we had it, you know, your opponent always has it. But the lesson to that is always make your opponent have it, if you think they might. Okay, a Jenny now. So I guess this is our fate now. Yeah, this is not great. Cut down, okay. I think we send Mind Spike away. King of your end step, if you descended, create a token. Guess that's okay. World Leader's Call. I mean, that's, we still can kill a Jenny through that. Ooh, Barrogoyf, that's nice. Even though we do lose Reanimate.
Nothing can break our bond.
Charming Prince. Are they going to blink a Jenny? Okay. Soulstone. How much do we need? I guess pretty much. Yeah. Well. Tilted Awake.
Nothing can break our
Whisper. Yeah, that's still not enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I guess if... Oh, Archangel Elspeth.
I have been reborn. Ready arms.
Yep, we block the Prince. Well, probably the Scallywag. Yeah, we are just milling a bunch of lands, unfortunately. Okay, yep, not enough. GG's. Also, I don't think we had something that was going to save us from that in our graveyard. Maybe getting the Goyf back, removing a creature, but still. That's probably not enough. So GG's. We need also a big lifelinker, I think. Ares. If we need to kill something here, which we might. Actually, maybe we don't need to. So we don't pay the life, instead we keep. Probably there's another creature. Obviously we play Gifted Etherborn, it's going to help us a lot. Discard then draw. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Yeah, I think they might play Ares and attack with the freebooter. We laid it through. I think next we might play Simo, kill their freebooter, discard the Excruciator, get up to 8. Well, 9 with the Thirst. So that should be something. That puts us closer to getting the boss trigger, the full free spells, by a lot. Okay, there's a... Sure. I guess maybe then we triumph here. Discard the card. Ooh, and reanimate. Maybe we played that a little wrong. That's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, Hawkeye. Yeah, that doesn't do much. I guess maybe we didn't need to get Enduring Courage here. Yeah, they get it back. It's under its owner's control, so. I think that might be enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They have priority to sacrifice draw a card. Griselbrand. I guess we can remove their creatures. Reanimate Terza. And dismember Hawkeye. Ooh, Griselbrand plus Shieldred, right. That is an insane combo. Didn't realize we had it. But yeah, this is gain 7 life, draw 7 cards. Then we thought this. Let's don't stop until we're numb. Discard 28. Okay, that should be enough. Now we keep 7, so it's going to be 1 land. Buried Alive. Voidwalker. Okay. Yeah, now we get another activation. It doesn't matter, we would get Gary, and Gary kills our opponent. Yeah, let's end this quick. Just attack with Griselbrand. GG's. Again, like I said, we could also, if they had a blocker or remove Griselbrand, we get Gary, deal a bunch of damage to them. It's GG's. Obviously, we also first deploy a couple of mana symbols before Gary. Either ways, we take it. GG's. Also, I think we're going to get just enough gold to buy the discounted draft token, which we'll see if we like the format. Okay, is the opponent here? Okay, they are. So we mulligan heroes. Okay. Let's play Urborg. It doesn't help them as much, well, at all, I guess, since they are Jeskai. And maybe we want a fetch land for Feral Push. Yeah, in this match it seems the turboing out Simo's ability is going to be a little... gonna take a while, but at least we can... I was going to say we can control the board a little bit. And remember, this can target Captain America, but it doesn't kill it unless you have Revolt. It says destroy target creature if it has mana value 2 or less, not. So you can target something it won't kill. If they play something, we can put on there. Okay. Yeah, that's actually okay. We Blood Chief's Thirst. And maybe play their Wasp against them. Gain Signet. Okay, so Throne of Death. Thirst on the Wasp. So make 0 attack. Okay, this doesn't bypass playing restrictions, timing restrictions. But Wondrous Wasp has flash, so we should be okay. Yeah, and this gives haste, but also Blur gives flash, so they might be thinking when they are going to cast their stuff. Okay. Yeah, sure. And we push their captain. Ooh, Crocodile is a good one. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And actually we might reanimate the Crocodile with Emperor here. I love that idea. I guess, yeah, I forgot about Blur. They can cast their stuff with flash, so maybe this will wait, but threatening to do it is fair enough. Take 7 damage and adapt here. Okay, yeah, we were going to Ayara, discard something, and here we hit our opponent for 10, 15. Actually, maybe we had lethal if we played enough spells. I guess with Ayara we actually have lethal, so yeah, GG's. So I think it's enough time to pivot. Let's record the video outro and be done with Simo. Actually, let me check. Okay, maybe one more game. I'm just gonna mute a little bit, drink some water. Skitrix. They can regenerate it. Okay, maybe we entomb. It's any card, so actually either way I think the Excruciator has the more symbols, so we take it no matter what. I think we feed the swarm here. So they are trying to get us to 10 poison. Obviously with toxic, but also a little infect as well. Okay, let's play the Baron. They were 7, now it's 8. Oh, that's unfortunate. So we go for Unstoppable Slasher. We're going to have their life total if they don't do anything about it. I mean, they could even just get chump blockers out. That also works. Besiege the mirror, I guess. Is this a combo? Are we going to lose here? Maybe they could get the One Ring. Yeah, it seems they are beseeching for value after all. Annoyed with affliction. Yep. We have it die instead. Let's play Baron. Ooh, Toxic Deluge. Unfortunate. More lands. That's not great. Okay, let's see if they play their commander. I think we can have them sacrifice it to Professor Onyx. Brascal.
Pyrexia is as inevitable as the rise of the downtrodden. Patience. We will win.
Welcome to Witherbloom College
Okay.
class.
Probably the charm is better. But they are going to be able to get some damage in, I think. If they draw land, that is. Shielded Edict, sure. Okay then. Turn 1 or 2 creatures or planeswalkers.
The downtrodden rise together.
We edict them back. We keep up Archenemy's charm. Yeah, I think we might. Should we take the damage here? Maybe not. Yeah, that one hurt a little bit, but I think that is the discipline play. They probably have more removal here. Oh, they played Skithyrix. They keep it cased. I mean, at least that means we can do this Simo stuff, but yeah. So it's you. Yeah, those are the cards we... Actually, maybe we don't cast the Excruciator. 12. Stew, Exile. Stew and Researcher.
Open your books to page.
Yeah, they would need to proliferate 5 times if they want to kill us. Ralsaric.
I have impeccable study habits.
And let's Thoughtseize here. Oh, we should take Massacre Worm. So Veil 2 and we will Actually, do we want those? Probably. Yeah. Draw the Soulstone, play the Soulstone. Yeah, if they just make us sacrifice Simo, we can get it back with Ralsarek or Grape Researcher. Or probably we will bury alive Arden, reanimate it, get back Simo. Maybe we could also reanimate their Massacre Worm. Okay, they put the counters there. Alright, so we didn't even need Buried Alive there. Yep, GG's. We are then and just hit them with a flying Grizzlebrand, I think. Either way, we got it. And that was a fun last game. We beat Infect, and thanks to playing in the event queue, we are getting some variety of matches. We did get Ajani and Ragavan, which are kind of tough ones, but we stood our ground a little bit against Ajani, and unfortunately we never found out if we were good enough for Ragavan. They just quit, maybe they left, who knows what happened there. But overall, it's really fun to play Baron Simo. Getting to essentially reanimate. You can even reanimate your Planeswalkers with the free cast. And obviously having access to Doomsday Excruciator, Pox Plague really put this strategy a little higher than it should be otherwise. And again, I think I mentioned it in one of the games, but Necrodominance is better to discard it than to actually play it, because it makes it so that we no longer have a graveyard if it's in play. But if we discard it, it counts as triple black, so that really does add up. If you run into some issues playing this, maybe what you want to do against controlling decks is add more discard effects. Maybe you could even run the ninja that creates Virus Beetle. You get a Virus Beetle every turn. Even if you discard it, that still adds up to the mana symbol count. And if you are playing against more creature heavy opponents, then for sure you can just add more removal. I don't think there are that many like Consuming Corruption, double black at 2 cost, but there are definitely some that have double black at 3 mana cost, which is okay if you happen to draw Jet Medallion. And maybe you can also think about playing some more 1-drops, including aggressive creatures that can come back, or even Vampiric Tutor if you want to get something good. So there are options to change, modify it, maybe even upgrade. But I think this showcase felt really solid for Baron Simo. So anyways, thank you for watching. I'm the Hermit, and I will see you on the next one. Bye bye. Okay, so for this next part, we're going to take some time building Absorbing Man. So, at the beginning of your first main phase, Absorbing Man becomes a copy of an artifact, enchantment, or land. So that should be fun. Obviously, I think the best land is probably... Well, this one don't have the type, but the best one, Dark Depths. Essentially, you sacrifice your commander to get a 2020 Maritlage token. I don't think there are that many lands that seem nice. Maybe Primal Wellspring, but it does cost a significant amount. I mean, it takes a while to transform that. Inkmoth Nexus, I guess. That could be an interesting one to copy. Secret Tunnel, yeah. This essentially just gives it unblockable, which is not great, but since it's in the mana base, it shouldn't be too much trouble. Maybe Lotus Field. I don't think there are enough gates for Mace's End, but that could be also something that happens. I guess if we're playing Dark Depths, might as well run Thespian stage. Exalted. Yeah, and because he has Vigilance, you can actually use the mana after combat. Okay, Indestructible Zone is nice. Link Moth, maybe not. Actually, how does this work? Yeah, I guess Ink Moth doesn't work as much with Absorbing Man. But what might work actually is Earthbending, so maybe we need to do some of that. Becomes a 3/3, and this one, whenever this attacks, you buff something else. Okay, again the indestructible one. Okay. Yes, we also get blue fetch lands. 1, 2, I think there's another one. Polluted Delta. No, that's polluted delta. Right, it's the flood strand. Okay. How are we on the lands? Yeah, I don't think we want that one. Maybe, yeah, I'm not a fan of the pathway because we want a decent amount of basics and islands so we can get Mystic Sanctuary triggered. We might take out Cathedral of War. We'll see. Okay, so now let's get some artifacts, enchantments. Again, we don't want, or as well, we will obviously play the ones that remove the abilities, witness protection, and unable to scream. Prof's memory, maybe. Whole Creeper, yeah, we could use a Whole Creeper if we copy it. No standstill, we don't want to sacrifice our commander for 3 cards. Even though it's not bad value, if we do it later, it might be too costly, I think. I don't want to make it a little about enchantment, about artifacts only. But we might. It might not be a horrible idea. Okay, actually, maybe we want Coastal Piracy and Enduring Curiosity. Trident of Thassa. This is right, the Clone Saga. Maybe we want... Sagas could also work. We'll think about that. Maybe you as well. Seedvine Library won't trigger, but I think it's a decent card overall. I mean, we don't want to copy it because it won't trigger the upkeep stuff. Maybe World Whip. Great hinge. This one could be interesting. It is card advantage. The downside is most of the cards are, well, all of the cards are proliferate, but not all of them are actually great cards in general. A 4/4, not great. This thing, also not great. But the fact that we would get another one for free with Absorbing Man might be worth it. Let's look at card draw here. Yeah, there's not too much. Draw 2, discard 1. Okay, here's Heirloom for the ability to draw cards and give trample. And yeah, like I said, I think we might need to Earthbend. We like passing same. Yeah, sure, tough. Yoshi is really expensive. Maybe Legend of Yoshi? Rare Food and Earthbend 1. Because there aren't that many repeatable Earthbend in these colors. So Passing Sea is probably the best one. Crop rotation. Okay. What else? Well, more spike, spell pierce, wash away. Days. Actually, maybe not make disappear. Mana leak, memory lapse. Force of negation, and I think force of will. Trample. Ways to keep it trample. Hmm. What else are we missing here? Merc Vista and People's Passage. Need a couple of other insects, namely, where is it? I still Explorer and Ambassador of Evento. Maybe something to bounce. Yeah, let's add Jill, I think. Just this whenever another non-land you control is returned. It's +1/+1. Nightclub Bouncer, I think Venser. No, Talion Stromguard might be better. Let's get both. So, up to that mana. I think we might need something big, but what? What could be our top end? Okay, actually, let's check here. 5. Okay. Let's look at some marble stuff here. Okay, Shang-Chi might be interesting. But or an up. Yeah, I don't think there's much we want here. So this is an uncommon, might as well craft it. Also this way, if you open it in a pack, well, you are protected from opening in a pack, I should say. Yeah, maybe we try this art for counterspell. Actually, it looks really good. Mm, mm. Okay, so what are some big artifacts and enchantments here? Actually, can we make Shark Typhoon work? Kind of. Okay. Nexus of Becoming. You and you. Maybe we can ramp to the 10 rings. Might be worth it. Also, I think we need to look at the colorless artifacts. Lantir. Okay, it costs 3 mana, right? Maybe Smuggler's Copter can be interesting. Right, Darksteel Ingot for Indestructible could also be good. Let's actually look at indestructible stuff now. The Wandering. So, Nutrient Block. Yeah, this is probably the best one. Skyclave Relic actually might be better than the Ingot. Okay, maybe we try it like that. Yeah, sorry. Actually, maybe. No, because it becomes a 1-1, so it loses the 4-4 status. So yeah. You and a couple lands over here. In shifting woodlands. We don't have ways to discard all of this stuff. I guess we might use Search for Ascanta for that. Yeah, we are at 40. And we need one more. Probably one of these. I think Coastal Piracy, Bident of Tasa, and Curiosity are better than them, I think. I guess maybe sagas, yeah, they don't work. This is at the beginning of your first main, not at the beginning of your upkeep, so. Alright, craft one rare. Okay, let's see how well it does. ¿Qué tramos? Witness protection seems actually decent. Okay, they might spike. Take the witness protection. Sure enough. The ooze. Yeah, they can technically use the ooze. But we have library, so we are not that preoccupied about card advantage. I think we will still love to see. Okay, Skyclave apparition to get rid of the heirloom. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Okay. If they are playing it like that. Let's try to dig here with Jace. I guess I kind of misplayed that one. Brave. Yeah, I think they probably beat us here. which is unfortunate. Yeah, GG's. Okay. Maybe. Guess we will use this land to surveil here. Okay. I mean, they might have a bounce spell, which is how they win. But if they don't, I think we might beat them. Okay. GG's. Yeah, they didn't know we cannot cast their commander, but yeah, that's another way to just play Absorbing Man, sacrifice it, get Dark Depths. So we take it. And I think I need a be right back thing going. Screen. Also, yeah, Cathedral of War might not be what we want. So yeah, be right back. Actually, I should leave this one up. Okay, so I realize we don't have subtlety. And I think we remove the bident here. Is this good enough? Probably. I guess just in case, we could also add... where is On Guard? Instead of tough? Yeah, I think so. Okay. Yeah, maybe nutrient block is not worth it. Also ingot. And let's get brainstorm. Okay, I think we might try just one run at the regular queue. Yeah, already I'm not liking it. Taking way too long to find a match. All right. Let's play you. ¿Qué tramos again? Let's hope they don't have removal. they don't. Here we attack with Absorbing Man and bounce their tap land. This way they cannot play their commander yet. Yep, they don't like that. Actually not bad. But I think we definitely can smooth our hand, maybe have some other stuff. I think we want more card draw, something cheaper. Yeah, we're not creature heavy enough for War Whip, I'm afraid. So we land from how many enchantment do we have? 15. Yeah, 15 plus the lands, it's about half the deck. In this case, enters, conjure Feeble Tip. No, not really. Yeah, let's look at some landfall cards. Oh, of course, we played Amigo, right. Sure, let's try Stand Still actually. Okay, Pianalar. Yeah, we don't want you to pass Brawl, I think, after all. But this hand is playable for sure. First draw, Gemstone Caverns. The Thrasher. So I guess instead of Utopia Sprawl, we should probably play Arboreal Crazer, maybe? Maybe nothing, or another land. Okay, opponent gets a land, they're going to play Pia, get the land gone. I guess it's annoying we cannot go for Dark Depths. I mean, we could... Yeah, actually, let's try it, see how it goes. They are going to have blockers is what I mean, so... That's kind of the sad part, but maybe we can fire in Trample or something. Ooh, Path to Exile. They steal Ambassador from us. Path Absorbing Man. Get a forest. Take the action. Okay, so first green, then planetarium. Activate here. Oh, unfortunate. Take a land and Birds of Paradise. Yeah, this course is really giving them some cards from our side, which is annoying. They already exiled the surveillance. Or actually. Cast Lurker on the Deep. Oh, we need enchantment removal and probably Reverse Rebuke, Cyclonic Rift, that type of stuff. Okay. Not the best. Maybe Kogla. Nature's Crime. Origin of Metal Bending also has protection. Archdruid's Charm. Okay. Sanctum Weaver might not be good enough. Kids here. Copter. Okay, maybe we try it like that. Victorious, we can definitely beat them, especially if we get crop rotation and I still Explorer going. Magus of the Moon. Okay, unfortunate. We get an island. Yeah, that's going to stop us a lot. Maybe if we get the Nexus going. Yeah, that should be good enough, I think. We are one land away. Yeah, the only reason we got an island was to counter Quintorius. Okay, it's a little sad that this is going to be an explorer that dies. Oh, never mind. Yep, if they remove our artifacts, we probably lose now. GG's. Oh, against Wolverine. Yeah, okay, yeah. We like this hand. Obviously, the Badger Molkov will do some stuff at some point. Actually, maybe we can be a little patient and try to Earthbend Absorbing Man. So it has essentially protection. Okay, Hexing Squelcher. So obviously we will try to copy a land. Okay, it seems like it's going to work out. We move to combat attack. Unable to scream on Wolverine. Save the life. And then I said it, but I didn't do it. I forgot to Earthbend onto our commander. So I think we go for Dark Depths here. Okay. Yeah, sure. Let's play the 10 rings. Yeah, opponent is not gonna like that. Okay, they can have our creatures fight. But I think the damage is already done. Mm-hmm. Lurker of the Deep. Ooh, that's actually insane. Okay, we had actually more mana. Forgot about the Great Henge adding mana.
What's that? Something smells rotten. Wait, that might be me.
Popla, and I guess they fight Lurker. Okay, we do all of that. Yeah, Ten Rings really proving it's a strong card. I guess this will become a Great Henge. Because we had Weakness Protection, we will use it. Play Palantir. We should go to combat first. Oop. Attack, attack. Human. Okay. Yep, opponent concedes. GG's. Maybe we want some regrowth type cards. Actually, yeah, we should play the Emeritus, I think. But yeah, Ten Rings really a great card. Glad we got to play it. GG's. Also, keeping the Absorbing Man for a full turn cycle transform is actually very decent. For Spike, yeah, I don't think we want for Spike as much. What did I say I was going to add? I forgot. Huh. Lucky God of Mischief. Yeah, because this is a target ability. Yeah, what did I say I needed for this one? I feel like I just said it and I forgot immediately. Hmm. Hey. Okay, so it was regrowth cards and Emeritus. It was returned to hand, but from the graveyard instead of. Instead of. Okay. From play, so yeah. Welcome brawlers, I'm DG Hermit, and today we are going to be playing Absorbing Man. For 1 a green and a blue, we get a 4/4 human villain with vigilance. At the beginning of your first main phase, until your next turn, Absorbing Man becomes a copy of target artifact, non-aura enchantment, or land. Except he keeps being a 4/4 human, and he keeps his name, so you avoid the legendary rule in that sense. So what we want to do is we want some very low amount of value enchantments and artifacts. So maybe we can copy Enduring Curiosity, Coastal Piracy to draw extra cards when we attack. Maybe we play Silent Hole Creepers, it can be blocked, it grows, draws a card and becomes a copy of another target creature. But more often than not, we might also just be copying one of our lands, which is why the best friend to Absorbing Man is going to be Basing Se, Dove, Earthbender Ascension, essentially since we can Earthbend into Absorbing Man when it becomes a land. We have protection so it can come back if it gets exiled or killed in some way or another. Then the rest of the deck is going to be some ramp into some big creatures and obviously into some big artifacts that we can then copy with Absorbing Man. We have Chimil the Inner Sun, Nexus of Becoming, draws us a card, makes a 3/3 golem that's a copy of an artifact or a creature. Planetarium of Wanchitong allows us to cast free spells when we scry of Surveil. The Great Change, just for some value. We draw cards when we get a creature, and we also can add mana. And from the new set, we are playing the 10 rings. Our maximum size is 10, and then at the beginning of your end step, if you have fewer than 10 cards in hand, you draw until you have 10. Now this one is not one we want to copy because it's a little redundant, but this seems to be really great values, especially since we are going to be ramping a lot into some stuff. And speaking of the lands, we have Archdruid's Charm and Crop Rotation, so we can get Dark Depths, and then when we copy it with Absorbing Man, he has no counters, so we sacrifice him and we get the Maridlesh token. Also, obviously, to complement that plan, I still Explorer, where it's on guard, just for some... I think those are the only landfall type cards we have. The rest is pretty much Tempo/Control for Simic, with also Loki God of Mischief as an addition. Whenever a player or permanent becomes the target of an ability you control, draw a card. Only once each turn, but we essentially pair it up with Absorbing Man, and this is a target ability, so we should be drawing cards off of it with Loki. So that's the deck. Now let's head into the queue and see if we can absorb some really powerful abilities. Okay, if the matchmaker takes too long and we are paired against Hellq, we might go back to the event. But like I said, it depends on... Okay, this is actually alright. Okay, so we are actually now in the regular queue. We seem to be getting decent matches. Yep, they have Thoughtseize, doesn't matter. We have essentially 3 ramp pieces. They might take the Lurker in the Deep instead. They take the Heirloom instead. Guess that's a choice. And they are playing Disa, so they want a little bit of Delirium. File of Galadriel, do we want that? Probably not. We already have enough ramp, I think. Here we play Fanatic of Ronas, that way we have 4 more mana later. Okay, opponent does the same. Renan 6. Yeah, and they had a fetch land, so that's nice for them. Here we might use this mana first. Play the Absorbing Man, but unable to scream right here. Malevolent Rumble from opponent. Okay, we have... I think we might copy this guy. Actually, how does this work if we copy Fanatic here? Oh, right. We get the original. I like that. So we have 8 mana here. 12. But only double blue. So let's attack Renantics here. Yeah, they jump block. And then we play Chimil. Follow up with Skyclave Relic. Search for Ascanta. It's kind of close to transforming. Pyroglyph, and they kill our Absorbing Man. Sure, let's keep the land for now. Here we play the Lurker. Let's play Legend of Kyoshi as well. Okay, Cyclonic Drift. We definitely will use that. Opponent says nice. Discard Animal Attendant. So yeah, we have a full grip. Opponent has 8 mana. And even though their Pyroglyph will deal something, do something bad to us, yeah, they will kill the Lurker. That's not nice. Yeah, they might try to play this here. Oh, okay, maybe they eternalize their Fanatic instead. Sure. Actually, maybe we take 6. They don't have Visa, so we are happy. Okay, so we earthbend the Citadel. Cyclonic. Play Passing Sea, and yeah. Yeah, they were back to what, 7 mana? We had much more. I guess maybe we don't attack, we play Absorbing Man, but then we lose. No, we still had mana open, 2 mana for Memory Lapse and then Days. So yeah. We had it. GG. Also, I guess they didn't like our Indestructible. They can put the damage from the Pyrogoyf on it, but it doesn't die, so it does feel nice. GG's, we take it. Okay, more than half a minute. But it seems the match is not going to be that horrible. Okay. The good news is we can play Absorbing Man on 2. Oh, bad news is they have a Screaming Nemesis. They can play it on core pretty much. Yeah, we're gonna let our opponent draw some cards. But I think as long as we don't lose too much against Screaming Nemesis, we should be okay. Yes, Caswell. Oh, okay. That's a lot. Yeah, they probably win thanks to Jeska as well. But at least, let's see what happens here, what they do. Okay, it seems like they are just going to remove our commander. Yeah, that's good enough, I think. Because they are Gruul and they are Samut, they will have a bunch of hasters. We are gonna be taking a lot of damage. And we don't have our bounce, our Cyclonic Rift. But even if we had, they would take a long time to come down. So yeah, they have it. GG's. And okay, this one should be horrible for us. Yeah, I don't think we can win, but we might just have a small chance. I don't think so because it's God, so yeah, maybe after this one we go to the event queue It's still up, so we should still be having some better matchups. Because right now we are just getting hyper aggressive decks that can beat us before we do anything worthwhile. Right, and we cannot even play our commander yet. Ish. Do they have instant speed removal? Seems like they do. Lightning strike. Yeah, that's not ideal. Yeah, all they really need is sacrificing God here. Okay, never mind. But still, they probably have 2 more damage. Yep, we cannot use the Force of Negation, so GG's. Let's see what's on top here. Nope, and nope. Yeah, they attack, they sacrifice God, they make another skeleton, we lose. GG's. Okay, let's try one more in the regular queue. Okay, now we are at 1 minute, so let's come up to the event. Yeah, I don't know why, but the regular brawl queue is kind of bad. And also it takes a long time. Okay, Yoda. They are somewhat favored, but I think we can still get a win if we play our cards right. Actually, I'm kind of regretting Coastal Piracy for now, so maybe we swap that out. Okay, here we send you away. Okay, they are ramping. I think we might copy their Relic of Legends. Maybe that's good enough. But then what? Okay, at least we got some lands out of this. Not bad. And we can get 10 rings next turn. The downside is they got to untap with Yoda, so Mox Opal. Jar and Silk. They have Rakdos and the Mana Confluence for colors, but I guess they can use Relic to just keep casting stuff. Mox Amber. Yep, that gives them Metalcraft. Command Torch. Yeah, I think we might be losing next turn. So it's Rebuke or Post. Post it is. Okay, thinking to stupor my tables. Can we do it? And also play the One Ring. With Tamillo. Transform her. Play lucky.
Not just a battle of arms, but of ideas.
And the turn.
Respect the library.
Ooh, I guess they also have silk, so yeah, never mind. We are extracted. Yeah, GG's. Fortunately, the +2/+2 is what kills us, even if we remove Yoda, so GG's. Okay, Calix, that's also a really strong commander. Okay, this is not an ideal hand. I think we can play the elves. We get a basic so we can buy things later. And for blue mana we will play Sink into Stupor. Yeah, I guess as long as we are ramping into River's Rebuke, we should probably be happy eventually. Okay. Seems like they are mono white life gain. Maybe they splash a few forests for their commander. And here we are going to untap with 6 mana. I guess let's still send the Spellbinder here. The Nexus. Just sacrifice 2 guys to. Yeah, we're gonna lose on some value eventually with Fnatic. Also, People Passage after playing Field of Lotus. Really not ideal, but we manage, I think. Okay. We draw a couple of cards. Get a copy of Weary Songard. And I guess we pass. Okay, this game is making me reconsider Coastal Piracy a little bit, but maybe not too much. Opponent plays their commander, buff Spellbinder, they have Priestly Bill. Let's draw 2 more. Put them back on top. And we draw 8 cards. Yeah, that's insane. So here we play Secret Tunnel. Actually, maybe it's better to go Tamillo, search for a scan.
Nothing like warm tea and a fascinating story.
Yeah, and I think typically we don't go wide enough to warrant Coastal Piracy. But that right there is an example of the instances where it can draw, well, 8 cards. It's nothing to scoff at. Take the action, put the land back. Actually, we should also put Malcolm back.
Tell me everything you know about this plane.
We copy Lotus Field. We copy Fanatic of Ronas instead.
I am not defenseless.
So here we do that. Earthbend onto Absorbing Man. Actually, okay, yeah, it's not a land, I forgot. Yep, might as well Nature Scream on Calyx. If we make an Emeritus, We hit our opponent down to 2 life. We are spending Secret Tunnel. Play Malcolm. Play Jace. Wait till our opponent. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, actually we sent it away. Didn't mean to, but... yeah, Elite Spellbinder, they're gonna take Wash away. Okay, they have Trelasara. But they obviously cannot get Val. And even if it did, she costs 4 mana now, so... Here, let's just end it. Copy Secret Tunnel. And spend Absorbing Man. Well, I guess that cuts... Yeah, because Earthbend sets the power and toughness back to 0. I wonder how that works when we untap with it. Okay, yeah, it will go all the way back to 4 again because the text on Absorbing Man, when it triggers at the beginning of the first main phase, it gives you the 4/4 base power and toughness again, so... But regardless, we still didn't need all of that. We just had the game, so... Can't say... Yeah, this Calyx opponent didn't play that many enchantments, so... They were mostly life gain with some counter synergies. It's a weird deck for sure. Okay, well, I didn't mean to make fun of Calyx for not having lands, just to get cities next turn, next game, but I guess that's the way the Magic Gods want it. Here we start with Loki, then Absorbing Man. And what do they have here? Path to Exile, something like that? I mean, Swords is probably more likely. Oh, it actually was Path. Can't believe it. Sterling Grove for opponent. Let's replay Absorbing Man. And actually, Otawara can draw a card with Loki. So that's nice. And we play File of Galadriel. And breathing pool. Let's actually just send Loki again. Okay, they let us drop. It was only a land. Oh, I didn't realize they were super stuck on land. Meanwhile, we are all the way up to 7. And here we don't attack. Nothing say. Let's bounce their Straddling Grove. They can sacrifice it in response to put something on top. Or maybe they have Restoration Magic. Okay, that also works. We just wanted the card draw here. Let's copy Enduring Curiosity here. Okay, yeah. They stay as a 0/0. I guess that's how layer works. I will never say I fully understand it, but seeing it happen, I will say I accept it. Here we attack like this. Let's get Mystic Sanctuary. Yep, put it on top. Okay, and I think we can with Tatawara, use it in our opponent's turn. Oop, I hit the microphone. Okay. And yeah, that's going to do it for opponent. Yeah, when we use the last landfall on Earthbender Ascension to kill their cities, that's probably where they were losing, but well, where they decided they were going to concede, but probably them not drawing enough lands at the right time was more detrimental than they thought. Unfortunate for opponent. Unfortunate. Indeed. Okay, and we got something else here. An achievement. Green spells, sure. Gamma Grotesque. Colossus. Warriors of Wakanda. So we need a few more heroes and also some white spells. And we haven't played any spiders, essentially. I think we played a couple of changelings, so that's why we have 3. Yeah, we did play changelings for villains. So also, before we forget, not that, but store and we buy the draft token. Okay, now we open the pack, see what we have. Another Absorbing Man. And an epic fight. Okay, so none of these we can actually play on Corp. So maybe we mulligan and we keep this one. Hulk, that should be interesting to see. Whenever Hulk attacks, put a counter on each other creature. Oh, Hercules. Prince of Power. Guess we kind of want to make this and use Witness Protection on Hulk. We might be ruining our opponent's vibe. Let's see if they attack. They might, so they can draw a card. Oh, they don't. We're gonna put that right there. Then we attack. Okay, that was actually insane. We have triple Badger Molcop now. Yeah, opponent can trade if they want to. Okay, they don't wanna, so. Yes, we spend Hall of Storm Giants, play Lord's Field, sacrifice the basics. So yeah, adding triple mana and having hexproof, probably one of the better outcomes. Okay, they fight Badger Malkup, which is fair, but they don't know we have 2 more, so. Any partings? Okay, right, we had 3 lands now with Absorbing Man. So yeah, let's transform here. Then transform here. Then play this with Kicker. Kind of didn't want to do that, paid like that. So yeah, let's run Great Hinge like that. And now we copy Lurker in the Deep. We conjure a couple of, well, we conjure a bunch of times. The face down tokens are going to become, are going to draw us cards with the Great Hinge. Yeah, that's okay. And we still have a bunch of mana with our stuff. So let's attack. A silent Hole Creeper. It's not bad. Actually, we should also have attacked with Hole. Trample and we draw cards. Thanks to Herderloom on the Lurker of the Deep. Let's start with the Ascension, I think. Blue. Opponent has priority because of their food. Yeah, and I still explored was enough. Not only do we draw cards, but also we already had the lands in the graveyard because of Lotus Field, so we get to play one more of them. So GG's. Okay, let's try another regular queue. Okay, 1 minute matchmaker. At least we can. There might be a chance we have against them. Okay, let's see if this works. I think we played the Sanctum to snare Mike. Yeah, that's okay. Okay, not the one we were expecting, but Michelangelo for sure. Mausoleum Wanderer. Yeah, that kind of has to resolve. Okay, here we play Palantir, I think. Loki and Bloom Tender. We don't want either, so let's send them away. One and take 6 damage to the face. I think we will play Force of Will, even though they will sacrifice their Wanderer to get it back. We send away Jace, I think. Okay. Wash away, sure. Might as well play the Kami at this point. Okay, let's see if they take the damage here once again. They don't. Unfortunate. So they probably will not take the damage anymore. So we need to be tactical with our stuff now. Guess let's play Emeritus here. Counterspell, sure. Okay, they gained the life. Yeah, I think they might beat us, unfortunately. Let's get Chimel. Maybe. So let's go for Chimil. See if we get something. Yeah, actually this should work. Okay, maybe not. Ooh, opponent takes 12 damage. We get one Chitao. Academy Manufacturer. I think we block here and here. Yeah, we are in some serious trouble. I guess, okay, maybe not deadly trouble. It seems so. Yeah, actually, maybe let's keep that. I guess if they have removal, they can kill us. Yeah, I didn't think about that one. Okay, sure. Swords. Okay. Do we have some lands here? We do. Alright. So we can play Ice Steel. Yeah, this one stings a little bit. Maybe we get something good here with Palantir? No. Just lands. Search for Ascanta. Tamillo. I guess Tamillo can block their Prodigy forever, so that's nice at least.
How am I supposed to focus on only one project?
Okay. Yeah, can they activate here? Not quite. So they can deal 3 damage to us thanks to Chatterfang. Keiku's mother. Oh, okay. They make a token stuff. Let's play Enduring Curiosity. Look here, block here and here. Okay, the creature dies, but now our Enduring Curiosity also dies. And I don't know if that's what opponent wanted or not. Oh, right, Giver of Runes. Yeah, that's horrible, to say the least. Ooh, Venter would be useful if we had drawn it. Yeah, but here I'm afraid we're just a little short on mana. Let's play the 10 rings. No attacks, and see what we get. Ooh, yeah, my mistake. Forgot Tamiyo was going to transform there, so I guess we are more dead than I thought.
But I'm not so easily defeated.
That's my bad. GG's. At least it was a close one, I will say. We did do some of the things. But yeah, we needed to gain some life. Because right now we are at 2. An opponent has an unblockable and a flyer, so... yeah, I guess 10 rings was a worse play than the Great Henge. Even though this costs only 1 less mana, it might have more of a chance to keep us alive. But I don't think it's going to be that much with Giver of Runes. Yeah, actually if they... maybe, depending on what they do with it, they could even remove the aura from Michelangelo. So it becomes bigger, and it also has trample. Who knows what they could have done. GG's. Also, this was the regular queue, so it was close at least. Cosmic Spider-Man. If they don't have Uncomfortable, we might actually be happy here. Otherwise, I think we ramp into Absorbing Man, start generating mana, do some more ramping. Okay, so they are a hero deck, it seems, more than spiders. Dragon Fireblade. Expert from Monocolor is actually alright. So this is 4. Next turn they're going to be able to make 5 mana for their commander. Skyfish Spider. They sacrifice their hero to kill our commander. Okay. If that's how you wanna play it, so be it. Oh, right. Actually, this is non-human. I was thinking of Torgal instead of... Yeah, I should change this for Torgal from Final Fantasy. That's my bad. So let's play you and pass, I think. Yeah, we take the damage, we cast Malcolm. Badger Molkov. Actually, not a bad card. So I think we play the cub, put it here, play Absorbing Man. We still have mana for Venser. Kind of sad that we had to lose the dig through time. But I think we will leave. Ant-Man. Sure. Of negation. I guess here we copy reflecting pool. Actually, we cannot attack then. Okay, let's trade with Spider Girl. Force of negation their blade. Palantir. Okay, we stack them like this. If they mill, we still get the Emeritus. Probably Trickster time as well. Okay, I think they might beat us here, unfortunately. Didn't think about that. Yep, GG's. Oh, never mind. We don't have any more blue mana, so GG's. Okay, Zika. We might be able to take them on, I think. Okay, so we have multiple counters for their commander. I think Fanatic of Ronas into Curiosity might be great. To rest, I guess we use Force of Negation, sending Spell Snare. Veil of Summer. Okay, that's bad for us. I guess they can take something. So let's play Enduring Curiosity, I think. Actually, let's pass. We will play it during their turn. Are they missing land drops? Could be. I don't know where elves, sure. And actually giving them forests with Yami Maya is not horrible. Here, let's add the mana, play Absorbing Man. Play the Heirloom. Yeah, and we might use these if they want to kill here. Because they are so far away from Azika, they need 2 more lands. 2 more colors. White and red, I guess. So we probably have this one. Well, if we draw something good with our next few draws. Abrupt Decay on Absorbing Man, sure. That's not ideal. Blue and green. So they still need white and red. Yeah, so Basing Say is nice, so we can Earthbend on the indestructible land. I think opponent will not appreciate it. Migration path. Yeah, we don't want that resolving. Might as well Earthbend here. Draw 2 cards. Island and Dark Depths. Assemble the team. If they go for something like Toxic Deluge, we can replay Fanatic. Okay, they play Azika on the front side. Yeah, that was kind of a giveaway that they are giving up. But like I said, if they had Deluge, they wipe our board, they lose their Llanowar. Actually hurts them a little. We keep the Bridge, and then we replay Fanatic. Well, Eternalize Fanatic from the graveyard. So, we had it. Also, what was this? Okay, she's a Helq commander kind of, but I think we found her this time, yeah, in the event. So we were going back and forth. Actually, let's go to the end screen. So we were going back and forth between the queues. Some of the losses we experienced were in the event queue, so Ragavan and God, I guess. But at the same time, we also saw some very powerful, strong commanders, 5-color commanders in the regular queue, so I still don't think we should be... Yeah, I think still the casual Brawl queue is kind of wonky. I don't love it the way it's working right now. It's definitely bad for new commanders. If you want to experiment a little bit, if you want to try to build something new with the new cards, then there's a chance that the matchmaker is gonna make it so you don't have that good of a time. Otherwise, I did say I like the 10 rings. I found it to be really strong, especially since we can ram into it with this deck. But the downside, like I said, we cannot copy with Absorbing Man. It's kind of redundant. We draw until we have 10 cards. But then we already have 10 cards, so we cannot draw any more cards after that. So if you want to trade this one, maybe you can go for some removal, the Seedscape Leveler. That's kind of nice. Or something else, maybe even another enchantment that gives you extra... Yeah, the one that gives you an extra upkeep, Shadow of the Second Sun, something like that. Or even Summon Bahamut. It's also 1 mana more expensive, but it's double removal and it just can win you the game. Also, if again, I did say it earlier, but if you copy sagas with Absorbing Man, you're not gonna get anything out of them, because the trigger of Absorbing Man is the same, has the same timing as the one you want from the saga, so it does not work at all. Also, like I mentioned, Coastal Piracy you can also probably replace, maybe for some straight up card draw, maybe another decent value piece, whatever you feel you need. For now, I think this is going to be the last of the Brawl Midweek Magic events we record. It's almost going to end soon. Yeah, it's gonna end real soon, so we shouldn't be playing anymore, I don't think. Hopefully you don't think this warps the perception of how good this deck is and how much of a good time it's gonna be when you play it. Because, like I said, definitely the Brawl queue is not in a good place unless you play competitive. I guess maybe if you're in the lower ranks you can try this one in competitive. That might also work. But I think for now I'm saving the best brews for... Yeah, I'm saving competitive for the actual top tier commanders, the best brews, the ones that are definitely going to be annoying to face. So we already saw Namor, and I think the next one is going to be King T'Challa, and then some of the artifact ones probably. So if you want to look out for that, remember to subscribe. And if you want to catch the streams, I'm been streaming a little more, I guess 3 times a week, I mean. So look out for that. I think they will most likely be in the afternoons. Central Standard Time, afternoons, Central Standard Time, Mountain Time, I think it is. Don't remember which one. So yeah. For now, thank you for watching. I'm the Hermit, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye. Okay, so that was Brawl. I think we can finish with the Brawl. Maybe we wait on the draft token. I kind of want to play it. I also want to finish the daily quests. So what should we do here? Okay, let's go for more midweek magic. This time with Dr. Doom. Just until we get a couple of wins, I think we can do it. Somewhat soon, somewhat quickly. Goben, we like Goben. Against stationary, right. They are enchantments. Here I think we will get the Triumph if we don't have to force spike anything. Okay, opponent is here. Yeah, they are. So let's go Triumph. Sanders Lounge, I guess. Loki is actually decent, but it's probably better one turn before Doom. Yeah, also if they have removal, they might want to use it on good old Norman Osborn. Okay, this is actually decent. Favored enemy. Okay, they can name villain here, so we should probably take that. Shortcut to mushrooms if a permanent left the field. Okay. Let's send the Agents of Hydra away. Then I think we play Bitter Triumph to destroy Tatsunari. I guess they didn't draw another land. Yeah. But I was going to say Bitter Triumph for Tatsunari, and we keep both Watch Away for a later. Well, maybe we discard Watch Away, and we keep Force Spike for Binding the All Gods. But that was only if our opponent had their lands here, which they don't, so they Rage Quit. So yeah, unfortunately the thing about competitive Brawl is that blue is kind of the default color. If you are not playing blue, then you are pretty much throwing or putting yourself at a disadvantage. So it's kind of hard, but... Okay, here we play Market Connections. I think they might play Tatsunari now. And both of us are having mana issues. But it seems like they are taking it worse than us. Tatsunari. Let's take 6 here. Should we even go for this? Yeah, probably. Why not? Connive on Goven. Discard Soul Ulti. Tatsunari and the frog both get can be blocked. Okay, so they essentially jump, which makes sense with the frog thing. Can't be blocked except by creatures with flying or reach. I think we countered this might. Okay, feed the cycle. Yeah, that means we win. But I didn't know, but we, even with the board present, we could draw a card with Loki, double connive, well, connive before combat, connive after combat. And then, like I said, we win because we have 2 pieces of removal, we take out their creatures, that's 3, 6, 10, 12. Even if we just discard lands, Doom deals the extra 2 damage to them. GG's. And let's see if this is the final. Oh, okay, we probably lose this one. We go first. Okay, maybe not. This is actually a hand that can beat Ragavan. Either way, I think we get the Triumph, but the question becomes, do we want to Dragon Hunt, Snuff Out, or Bolt Ragavan? Actually, we can even just fetch Blood Crypt or Steam Vents if we just want to Bolt. But they are not playing anything. Let's see if they bite here. They don't. So we go starting down now. Seems like they have a Bolt, maybe Burst Lightning, something like that. That is Ragavan. Reckless Charge? I don't think so. We would love it if they didn't remove gigs. Young Pyro. Yeah, that's something we kill. No land, that's unfortunate. Okay. Yeah, and they concede. So yeah, we got our daily wins. With, yeah, I guess mostly with all Brawl. 15 daily wins with Brawl. The downside is apparently it takes us 3 hours and a half. But at least we had some fun. I guess, well, it was only 14 wins. Yeah, the Absorbing Man deck was kind of slow and also their wins were harder. The Baron Helmut Simo wins were definitely better. They were more fun for sure. I love them. And obviously the Doctor Doom were just as a way to finish out the day. So if you chatted on the live stream, thank you for all of that. Thank you for your support. Also subscribe if you haven't, if you want to see more. Like I said earlier, I will try to stream more regularly on the afternoons. Probably around, what is it? 3 p.m, maybe 5 p.m. Mountain or Central Time. I don't remember which one, but it's one of those. So if you want to catch the live stream, you are always welcome. And for now, I'm DigiHermit, and I will see you somewhere in the weekend. So bye bye.